Hello everybody and welcome to Minecraft Hardcore Survival. If you remember what happened last time, you are doing better than me. If you didn't, well then, I guess we're on the same playing field. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know a lot of things. And that's okay. So what actually happened? Well, we died in our last world, and we came here, we found this place, and honestly, I don't hate it yet. We're a little low on supplies, but I don't hate it yet. Uh, yeah, that's about the extent of my knowledge. I mean, we kidnapped all the villagers and we stuck them in their little holes, and we've already begun claiming the land as our own. I feel like I had an idea for this place. No, I just didn't like this area being too big. That's right. Got some food growing. You know, we're not doing too poorly. That is for certain. Ooh. Now we have food. I don't quite remember why I needed food. Or not food, iron, but I have iron. I mean, I know I need iron for a lot of things, right? I take everything. Yeah, let's just take the entire darn thing. And that's ooh, ooh. No, that's an ooh, you know, big ooh. Was not expecting it to devour my iron in such an expensive way. Oh well. I already had a shield. That's an oof that I didn't even see coming. Oh well, we have an extra shield now. Uh, yeah, if I remember correctly, that iron was partially supposed to go to making a new iron farm. Hmm. For now, let's just go back into the mine. What can I say? What can I say? Except there's a cave here that I completely almost forgot about. Okay. Yeah, there's a cave in there. How's it going? How's it going? I kind of don't know. Took a second to read that. How's it going with you today? That's why I went up. I ran out of torches. I'm a genius. I definitely know enough about what my tool statement is. Yeah, that's gotta hurt, you know? That has gotta be a bit of a sharp pain. Right there in the thumper. The the thumper. That sad world. Hopefully you gave it a nice grave though, you know? Hopefully you gave it a decent grave. But at least it was only the axolotl, right? If it was you, you wouldn't even have the ability to give it a grave, because you'd be dead. Gravel and netherite blocks? Dang, man, that's expensive. I could maybe, and I wouldn't even, I'm so poor, I wouldn't even be able to make it out of iron blocks. Yeesh. Coal all the way. And if not coal, then I'd be just doing painted stone. Maybe get some diorite in there. Oh, that really rare color one, or is it or just a close approximation. Aw, man, that's gotta suck. That's gotta hurt. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they changed the spawning of the super rare blue one so that it could only come about when breeding. I could be wrong. I mean, that's from the last time I checked the patch notes. Yeah, that would change it. This is a big iron vein. I am liking that. Me likey. Iron vein is good for me. Ah! That hurt. There we go. My knuckles go burr and my body goes ow. You ever just have the ability to crack pretty much every bone in your body because life just hates you? You know, I move my arm backwards to like stretch and it's pretty much guaranteed that it's going to crack. And it's like, but why? You know? I crack my knuckles, which is fine. Cracking your knuckles is one thing. I turn my head, I slightly tilt my neck at any time of the day, and it's like, okay, so now you want... Like, it feels good after, but, you know, immediately it's a sharp shooting pain, which disorients me. I say disorients, but it's like, it's a sharp shooting pain, right? How disorienting can it really be? I also find that my body doesn't like my head tilting right. Like, I can tilt my head left as much as I want until it comes off and collapses to the ground, but anytime I tilt it right, it pops and then it goes, okay, now you're free to go, sir. You know? It's very aggressive and painful. Very unfortunate for me. Now that small cave of iron, of removed coal, can stay there. That's one I haven't heard before. That's kind of funny. So I just beat Dying Light the other day. Dying Light 2, the fun game that just came out. And I gotta say, I don't know how I feel about it. Honestly, in all honesty, I am confused. Like, because it was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It was a pretty good game. I enjoyed it. I played it. I beat it. 40 hours in, you know, I still have another probably 60 hours, maybe another 40 hours. Who knows? But so it's clear that I'm going to be putting in the effort. But it was weird because near the end of the game, you start getting some. Well, technically, you start getting decisions all the way through the game, and so I don't really know just how much the decisions. True. I don't know just how much the decisions that you make throughout the game change things, but it's very weird. Because you get a bunch of these little quests that's like, oh, it'll change the future, blah blah blah, it'll shape your city. And then you get things at the end. You confront someone and they're like, hey Aiden, I'm not actually the bad guy here. I mean, I'm a bad guy, but I'm also a hidden hero who stopped the city from being bombed by a failsafe protocol, and if you kill me, everyone in this city will die. And it's like, you know what? Judging from the fact that I know who else was beside you, that's not that too convoluted. I'm gonna trust you. And I'm going to actively set my time to hunting down that other person. And you know what everyone does? It's like, I need to hunt down X. And everyone's like, traitor! You didn't kill Y when you had the chance, and now you are a betrayer of the entire people. It's like, do you not know what is happening outside? Missiles are raining down on the city. It's like, you really think I have time to be picking up your petty squabbles and killing people you don't like when I'm trying to stop the missiles? Like, who what? It's like, are you crazy? You know? It was like it was jarring. It was very jarring, and I don't know how the game would change if I took different choices. I mean, I could technically play the ending thing over and see just how much of a change doing certain things would change. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I ended up missiling the city, which didn't really make sense. Because, okay, so it went on like this. I got some kind of superpower. I went to save someone who had been stabbed and was like, you need to get out of there quickly. You know, we'll do something about the bombs. And they're like, no, I'm the prideful bastard. Don't take this away from me. And you get there and they fight you, and it's like, the missiles start taking off, and then you take them to a safe area, and it's like, you know, I could have taken you to the safe area a full minute before, and I could have gone back to the missiles to detonate the bomb, because I'm already dying from these superpowers. Like, I am literally dying from these superpowers. It is because of your prideful boasting that the entire city got nuked. Well, nuked, it got struck by missiles. Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, I liked the game, but I didn't like that set of facts, you know? It was not my prime. Because it's like, it's just foolishness. Like, I get that people would probably be like that. I mean, they already built the character up to be pig-headed and stubborn, but oh my goodness. But then again, I kind of also didn't like the character from the moment they were brought up. I thought they were prideful, stubborn, and pig-headed, so, you know, it matches their description pretty well. Pretty aptly, at the very least. What's with all this Doriite? At least give me Andesite, please! No one likes this! No one likes this, no one! Granite works really well with crafting tables. Like, when building, like, floor designs, if you build, like, granite floors with, like, crafting tables in it, it looks pretty snazzy. At least from what little experience I've gained. Honestly, where's all this Doriite coming from? Well, at least I can use it up some way, somehow. Eesh. Yeah, I don't like any of you. Let's... Let's do it like this. There. You're to pick up a water bucket with a torch in your hand. I'm scared of breaking the water source. I'm also really scared of getting shot by arrows now. Why did I have to do this to myself? Also a lot of zombies. Why did I have to do this to myself? Oh, man, this is actually not a healthy situation to be in. I don't like this at all. I do not like this. Look at that! Look at that skeleton. What other games have I been? I've been kind of pining for that new Horizon game, Horizon Forbidden West or whatever it's called. Because I beat Horizon Zero Dawn on my own time, and honestly, it wasn't bad. I liked it. I liked Horizon Zero Dawn. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, darn. I wonder how dark it is in here. An archer. Nice. And from there I can go back. Keep doing this. Keep doing this. Yikes. Some food, eh? Probably munch on some munchies, eh? Yes, sir, my fellow American. I will eat some munchies. I will eat my snacks of the Freedom Press. There we go. Freedom has been restored. Democracy. Honestly, I don't know what freedom and democracy have to do in this, but still. Democracy. Too well. Haha. You have to build, like, evil steps. That way I can protect myself from these cruel children. But yeah, I've been enjoying video game scene. I was enjoying, that new Pokemon game. I don't have too much on it, but I've been enjoying it. right? Let's go there. And then for this, I don't know, man. Now let's not build anything. Just light up the immediate area. Stop the mobs from spawning. The areas are definitely going to help against the, they have a lot of gravel. And bats. I don't like the bats. That's a lot of bats. Nice. Gold. Advanced path to hell. Nice. Definitely a lot of mobs over here. Yeesh. Lots of them. Definitely a little too many. I'm really hoping that there's a spawner and that's not just wild spawns. That's just wild spawns. That's kind of ridiculous, don't you think? And judging from what I can see, that looks to be wild spawns. More than a spawner. That's not good. Jesus. Criminies. Oh my golly gee. Oh my golly gee, that spooked my heart. Can't you tell? I almost swore. Oh my. Stop it. Why are you so spiteful towards me? What did I even do to you? Aside from it tried to exploit your resources, but still. You know, what did I even do to you? Okay, sword. And let's get some stairs, actually. I am looking for stairs. Good. Good, good, good. And then I need to get iron heavily. You know, I was having a discussion with someone earlier today, and it came along to the lines of technology is pretty much and almost entirely brought to the next stage through war, and it's true. Of course, it was topical to the situations at large around the world, but it's true that technology is almost entirely brought a step forward through war. when you look at it, things like nuclear energy, computers, you know, trains, vehicles, like land vehicles like cars and trucks, you know, sure, cars themselves by classification weren't necessarily built for the war, but they would have been more advancedly used for war than for pedestrian use, you know? But things like telephone wires, radio wires, Morse code wires. It's weird to think of radio wires. I feel like, but the radio, things like that, you know? They would have all been specifically built originally for war and then eventually adapted into pedestrian use, and that's how it pretty much always goes, right? Civilian, pedestrian, it makes the distinction. Die, please. That could have been very unfortunate for me. Nice. Need to clear out all these nooks and crannies, right? The further I can push this light line, the better it is for me, the safer it is. That is danger. Yeesh, 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 yeesh. Back. Away, demon. Huh. Now what? That's what. I thought since he was in water, he wouldn't be allowed to break stuff, but I guess wrong. Glow squids? That would have been nice to know that they were there. Heckin' love glow squids, cute little bastards. Nice. Those squids are just cute little bastards. It's gonna suck when I get put off course and just straight, you know, just straight knocked to the side. Definitely would not be an enthused man at that time. An enthused expedus. Good. Everything's looking pretty snazzy. That's pretty much what we have to do in the upstairs area as well, right? We gotta some way, somehow light up the entire area, and then we continue from there. Give me an iron axe, thank you. Okay, now we're about to get some diamonds. Diomes. Let's use Doriite. It'll look good, but it'll oh, it won't lie to us. Diomes. Darn. Diamonds are now in. There's a small cluster of 2. Kinda weird to see diamonds though. Really weird to see diamonds. Where are we? We're on negative. On the negative somewhere. Well, obviously. I mean, wouldn't be getting all this blackstone? No, that's not blackstone. Deep slate. Wouldn't be getting all this deep slate if we weren't. If we weren't. Heard a spider and got scared. Can you believe it? I got scared from a spider. At least I'm collecting a lot more iron than I'm using at the moment. It's gonna be imperative that I get that farm up and going, up and running, but this is pretty good for now. There is a lot of skeletons. Aha! Take that. Or not. Too terrible. Put too many arrows in my body, in my body, but not terrible. Pretty much I gotta use the time given to me between their spawning phase to get as much of this outside rim covered. Because the rim is the dangerous part, right? I can cover the flat land pretty easily. Oh, more diamonds. But the rim is what's really dangerous. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, more diamonds. I guess I didn't have to mine through. Get diamonds. If we're lucky, it's kinda secure. Those diamonds, that gold. That's not good news. That is very much not good news. It just keeps going. Stop it, please. Let me stop. Stop hurting me like this. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, we got iron at least. Iron, some lapis. Honestly, this is a very fruitful trip. Even if it is taking us around the world, you know? Do not fully hate it, I'm just kind of annoyed. You know, I've never been able to get into Civ games, like Civilization, any of them. Partially because for the longest time I never actually owned any of them. And then I never had friends to play them with, so they're definitely not helpful facts to have. But I could never really get into them. I heckin' loved playing Risk though. Risk was my jam, you know? My Jimmy Jam jam. My Jimmy Jam jamboree. I loved. Even when I could only play it alone. Especially, I loved being green, because just for my own entertainment, I would pretend that I was the zombies, and that, you know, I was there to kill the humans. The reason why I could resupply was not because I had a proper established military supply chain and structure, but rather because I was converting the dead into, because, you know, they used to have Risk on the phone. Like, it was the proper, you know, a copyright Risk game. So it wasn't some second-class thing. Pretty cool. Hey, a geode! I will actually need that later, so I will have to, like, be super cool with you, brother. Actually really like that. That's good. I like that geode. And so, you know, you'd have, in order to make it fun, you know, you'd have everything chosen as different things. Hello, Potato Heady. Welcome to the party. What a great party we're having. It's a bit quiet, you know, the music's gone down. They're getting ready for the slow dance, you know? I don't know. I've never really been to parties. Sad as that is. Yeah, it's pretty early in the morning. You know, I could definitely be worse. And that is to say, I am doing pretty good right now. I am playing Minecraft. Don't know if it's my favorite game, but I'm playing it. That is a loaded question. Who knows where I'm at mentally? I mean, I did take a pretty good nap before I started the stream, so I did take a pretty snazzy nap before I started the stream, so I think I'm pretty okay. Nice, nice. That is always fun. Look at this big expanse. And with any luck, there will not be any more monsters here. Oh yeah. Well, we already knew the world was a funny place a while back, you know? So how's it going with you? How's your life going? I mean, you just said you woke up, but, you know, how's it going in general? How you are mentally? Hopefully that's not a loaded question against you. That's a staircase. Going down the drain? Oh, that's not fun. Okay. That's not fun. I see. Unfortunately, I can't so much sympathize. I mean, I definitely look like I'm ragged and dying, but I'm pretty peppy. At least I think I am. Exactly. Still in this. Not very good at sympathy. I'm very piss poor at doing sympathy. Or oh no, I'd say I'm an empath to some extent. I'm empathetic. I am just straight up pathetic, probably, but we don't tell people that. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm a decent human being half the time. Look at all this growth. Look at all that growth. It was all yellow, now it's green. You know, I used to have big dreams. No. I am a god-awful person, and honestly, no one should ever like me. But that's my own personal objective truth. I see myself in the mirror every day. I know what kind of horrible person I am, you know? one of those things. I will almost certainly get more gunpowder than spider eyes. Silk, andesite, dorite. Still haven't found any granite. What the heck's with that? Why is there no granite? For now, we'll use deep slate to cover up those two spots. I mean, that's definitely a way to do it. Do I have a miscellaneous item block? I do not. I guess that'll go... That's done with me. Where's all my chests? This is the first time I've had a chest system this set up. Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, I'm still playing it, right? I want my chest to be there. Oh man, this feels... It's too open, you know? My chest system is just way too open. I don't like it. Because I'm used to my chest system being, you know, pretty much maybe 8 blocks in total. Well, a little bit bigger, you know. I'll probably do this and I'll stretch it up. It'll be only one side showing, you know, the one deep side. I don't know, man. I do organize them. And that's why I'm used to my thing being a little more closed off. That's dangerous. Jesus. I really hate the, And of course no trident, right? No, of course no trident. Look at all those tridents. Look at all the attempts to kill me. It's starting to feel like Archduke Ferdinand's, you know? With all those assassins after me. Joke. Considering the fact that Archduke Ferdinand was officially assassinated. I mean, it was very close. I did kill him. Killed them all clean and cuddly. He died. Really weird to see just the types of reasons people go to war for. You know? Very strange thing to witness. I need to kill more sheep, and you need to get out of my city. Innocent zombie. That's not all that innocent. I think a lot of people would go to war for food. Not so much diamonds, though. In truth, I think it would be more like... Well, actually, I don't think people would go to war for food. They would riot for food. I mean, technically, yeah, they would go to war, but there would have to be something more incentivizing than just food, right? It would have to be like riots. It would be more like riots. Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. What am I doing? I'm doing something stupid right now. I need to go start smelting that iron that I collected. Or else I'll have no iron to do any of my future tasks. Iron. Ooh, chest. You. Coal? Chest. No. This one. No. No. This one. Oh, this is most assuredly the worst chest system I've ever had. You're still alive. How? Your name is gonna be Richard, because the connotation for Richard is kind of funny. That is Richard. Because if anyone knows what Richard is short for, then that's funny. Richard is a rebel, yeah. Richard's gonna die to the apocalypse eventually. No one can survive. No one can run from their fate. Ah, look, that sounds kind of sad. That sounds kind of defeatist. A little bit. Let's go cut down a forest. Deforestation was always my bread and butter. A rebel. Yeah, he's actually just a pillager in disguise, a vindicator. Eggs! You know, I actually hate chickens in this game. Chickens are so annoying. Like, other animals like cows and sheep are annoying, but chickens are just, you know? What good is a chicken? You won't accept me stealing his chest while he's... stealing his chest, sleeping in his bed? That big house wasn't his chest, he lives up on the hill. With the animals. Next to the savannah. And the savannah is an ugly, ugly place. Truly, truly an evil, evil land, the savannah. I am the most pretty. I'm also the most petty. That's how I keep my daily functions working. I'm also the most, like, unequivocally narcissistic person that I know. And that's not good. Like, you know, everyone is narcissistic to an extent, but it's like, it becomes a point where it's like, how much of this is narcissism and how much of this is just blatant observation, right? Fuck, man. We had the taps at my work. Well, narcissism is just, you know, self-confidence, right? Just excessive self-confidence. But we had the taps at for our bathroom at work fixed today because they were leaking, and I say to the repairman, because they end up having to have a different position to shut off than normal. I'm like, I say something along the lines of, haha, it's gonna be funny if someone isn't able to figure this out. Because it's not like it's actually difficult. You literally just put the taps in a slightly different configuration, and even a child could figure it out with just a little bit of fiddling around. Like, honestly. Like, there's so many tiddly-biddly tasks that children could figure out with the slightest bit of fiddling that surprises me that adults cannot do. It's like, what? What? And, you know, I said it as a joke, you know, oh, haha, we'll probably have to label these tabs because someone won't be able to figure them out. Haha, you know the average intelligence of a person in a grocery store, right? I said it as a joke, and it happened. A new worker, relatively young, I guess, came out of the bathroom and was like, and talked to someone and was like, yeah, the sink won't turn off and I don't know what to do. It's like, me and someone else went to check it because I was just walking around and I wanted to see what was happening. And the dumb kid didn't have the wherewithal to even attempt to turn it off in a different configuration. It's like, how? And we're letting you work here? I know that the most basic requirement is you gotta learn numbers, but you gotta have some common sense, right? Some problem-solving skills? Like, oh my god. It's sad. It's really sad. And it's hard to say, you know, it's clearly just a little, it's just a little flub on the list, right? It's not a big deal. It wasn't like we lost a bunch of money. But it's sad. And it's like when I compare myself to those people, it's like, wow, I am standing in the top percentage, aren't I? You know? It's pretty hard to stop. It's pretty hard to not get overconfident when that's your competition. Right? But of course, you gotta look at yourself objectively and be like, because, I look at people or things that have been made and stuff like that, things I want to aspire to be. And it's like, huh. So that's pretty much God, and I'm over here, sitting in the slums. Great. And if I'm sitting in the slums, what are those people down there sitting on, But no, I try and humble myself to an extent. I also try and raise myself up, and that's why I practice narcissism. No. Yeah, narcissism is like self-love or something like that, just taken to a really petty extreme, as far as I know. Actually, now I'm curious. You got me curious. Narcissist. A person who has an excessive interest or admiration of themselves. Narcissist who thinks the world revolves around them. Okay, so I would say I practice mild narcissism. Not enough to completely devolve my life, but enough to be self-confident in the things I do, right? I don't know. It's really hard to put a pin on that kind of stuff. It's very easy to get swept away by the current. Maybe narcissism isn't the correct word I'm thinking of. Oh well. Look at all these trees I killed. This is my crowning achievement. Deforestation. My only achievement, actually. Of sticks definitely helps that I don't have to. Definitely helps that I don't have to make more sticks in the future. What was I thinking of? I was thinking of a lot of things actually. That might help as to why I'm always crazy. I like building stories. I like building stories. I'm not very good at writing them out, but I like building them. And what's more is I like building kind of fan fiction-y stories, whether it's me or my OCs that I put into different worlds and different situations. It's always entertaining. Except for the fact that I'm very bad at power balancing. I am very, very bad at power balancing, and it gets very out of control very quickly. It's still kind of fun for me, but it's also not. It gets a little bit annoying after a while. Because it's like, oh hey, here was this OP character in story A. Well, here comes along my OP character and, I can beat them up with 2 hands tied behind my back. It's that kind of stupid stuff. But of course, it comes from the fact that they were, in essence, the main character of the stories that I built. So it makes sense as to why they're so strong. But I'm trying to cut back and figure out reasons as to why they would be not as murderously strong and much more sane, at least by comparison. There's a lot of sticks, man. What's a man need to do to get that many sticks in his head? Bad question. That me bad. What do I need? I need to build a platform, probably. we'll have to build it out in the ocean. That's what I'm thinking. We have ample wood. I think we'll build a heck of a lot of half slabs, and we'll go do something in the ocean for now. Nice. Actually, let's not do half slabs yet. There we go. Go 10 blocks, 20 blocks, and then 20. Six. That's 6. That's why I get my count off. Oh my. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. That's the type of thing that gets my count off. Okay. With this, I need 5 plus 2 bed, so it would go 5 plus 2 plus bed. Good. It'll be like that, and I'd need that on 3 different sides. Be the zombie here in that spot. Okay, so let's start 5 this way. Okay. That's gonna be where our zombie sits. I think that's good. We go 4, 5 plus 2. That's gonna be where the area is, and then beds. Four. Two plus beds. That's 4. 5 plus 2 plus 4. 5 plus 2 plus 2. Pretty simple, eh? Oh yeah, it's simple as could be. Hard for anyone to even guesstimate the simplest that it is. You know what? I think... Well, I guess we could put 4 villagers. Not too terrible. Actually, no. We'll only put 2 villagers, or 3 villagers here, the proper amount. We'll leave that side open. That side's gonna be open. Three, 4, 5. Nice. That. Gotta fill in the entire space with cobblestone, I guess. And I could fill it in with half slabs of the full slabs of the thing, but now we'll just do cobblestone. I have ample cobblestone and not ample amounts of birchwood. We're even gonna do one more after all of this. You know, I think a lot of aggressiveness right there. Hey, you silly zombies. Gonna need a bit more cobblestone, aren't I? Probably. Definitely a very unique way of seeing the world. I find that a lot of people don't like me because of, I mean, probably don't like me for a strong variety of reasons, but I find that a lot of people don't like me for my very unique, awfully controversial opinion on the world. The way I perceive and see it is definitely not taken well by many. And you know what? I think that's fine. Just as how I'm willing to accept their opinions, or reject their opinions, they're allowed to do the same for me. And I think that is well, I guess that's the trade-off for living in the type of world that we live in, but still, you know. The issue is that as the world seems to be coming closer to its curtain call, at least in what I can see, it seems to be getting a lot harder to accept other people's opinions and ideas in this newfangled situation. You know, it's that kind of situation. Nice. Let's get a crafting table. That there. That. We'll definitely need a bit more cobblestone. Let's quickly get rid of veins. It'll be faster to run the proper directions. That's why you build bridges, everyone, because they're a lot faster than swimming. Look at how fast the sugarcane grows. It's ridiculous. The annoying part is going to be clearing out the water in the killing chamber, but as I think about it, it's actually not going to be that bad. Okay, yeah, that gives me access into at least 2 squares. That's not too terrible. Gonna be a bit annoying to have all that zombies living underneath, but still. You know, but still. Also, since golems have a pretty long reach, I can't trust anything to those long-armed bastards. Kill my zombies before I have a chance to say no, please. I need them for my experiments. That now. Okay, that's not terrible. I can do something like and just completely over encase this area, and then we'll have to break it all, and then we'll have to put half slabs in properly. I guess at least I won't have to be dealing with what's it called? The heckin' annoying things. The compressed dirt blocks or whatever. Yeah, I won't have to deal with those anymore. As it's becoming nighttime, those zombie bastards are becoming more brazen. Brazen is such a weird word. It's kind of like gumbo, you know? I wonder when it came about as a language, as a part of the English language, you know? Like, it definitely doesn't seem like it was a, oh, hey, let's use brazen as our word, you know? Go sleep. Go get that sleepness in. We'll have to make another axe to repair this one once it breaks, or to replace it one. The issue is that I really can't put too much energy into enchanting at the moment. Because enchantment, getting a full enchantment area is useful, but it's resource intensive getting all those books. I mean, technically, the books are the easy part, actually. I have access to sugarcane, and I have access to squid, so honestly, it's not that terrible. But I really don't want to have to do it. That's pretty much the kicker right there. What are you doing on my island? I don't like that. Get off my island. No squiggles around. Allowed. Looks like a mob island. Like a mob farm. Gotta do this to get rid of all of the unwanteds. It does make everything feel an entire block lower. Decided that for decoration's sake, I'm gonna make these all half slabs. They stab in. Half slabs away. And these half slabs do have a purpose. It's to stop the iron golems from spawning in off the edge or something like that. They're not being made just for decoration. Fortunately, I do not have the luxury of pure decoration. Cats are about to fight. Gave me a bit of a spook when they jumped at each other. In fact, how's it going, Slither? Welcome. How is it going for you? Hopefully it's going all smooth and dandy. Hopefully nothing is breaking your spine. I don't know why I called out your spine specifically, but hopefully nothing's breaking it. cats are always fighting with each other. Hopefully that is cheap. I don't know, actually, yeah, I don't know the expensive instruments, but that's a pretty penny at the very least. From what little I can glean, that is a pretty penny. I do understand at least that much. That's expensive, man. How did they ever expect people to stay inside the hobby of music, of guitars, if they're that much just investment down? Oh my goodness. Like, it sounds to me like they're trying to take away music as a hobby. That's what it feels like, in my opinion. Yeah, you see, it sounds like they're trying to take away music as a party. As a thingamabob. The hobby, that's the word. So I beat Dying Light. Dying Light 2, Stay Human, or whatever. It wasn't bad, it was pretty entertaining, I enjoyed it. They did name drop the game twice at the very end, which was kind of... It was interesting to see them name drop it. It wasn't terrible, I guess, but like... Well, technically all instruments have always been expensive. I mean, heck, a trumpet is like $600 or something like that. It's like 300 if it's used, and it's like, well, a used trumpet is kind of gross. Kind of grody, actually. You know, I guess a used trumpet can easily be replaced. You can easily replace the spit valve and stuff like that. Clean it out, you know, properly, but still. Oh. Unlike a guitar where it's just someone else's fingies being touched on it, a trumpet's like, you have to put your lips on where someone else put their lips. Like sharing a whore. I mean, what? It's like sharing your mom. No, but seriously, it's kind of grody in my opinion. Exactly. No. But how you doing? How you doing? Aside from buying an expensive instrument pretty inexpensively, how you doing? You've been enjoying yourself, finding your hobbies entertaining, collecting money. Poor? That's not good. A lot of people aren't doing well, it seems. I mean, I'm still vibing to the sound of this, but it's clear that I'm not completely dead yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would do it. That would definitely make you poor. It almost feels like you're trying to do Christmas shopping. That's what it almost feels like, Christmas shopping. Look at that squid. Look at how much he's just going. Bah! I'm a squid. He doesn't know what he's saying, but I do. And he's going, wah. It's truly quite an entertaining situation. Honestly, truthfully, his life is probably in utter pain and horror, but still, it's entertaining to me, and that's all that matters, because imagine being a squid. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah. At the very least, octopus. You know, if you're gonna have to be something that's not monkey, at the very least, octopus. Why? Because they have a short lifespan and they're about as smart, if not smarter, than monkey. They get given both perks. That's that weird. A short life and good knowledge. I mean, that's debatable. Octopus are pretty smart, man. They are. Primo intelligento. Primo intelligente. I'm gonna say Italiano at first, but they're not Italian. I mean, as far as I know. But squid are really weird to look at other animals. Functionally, yes. I mean, physically, yes, they could be easily put into a spaceship. But I said if you had to be something other than a monkey, then a squid or an octopus is a very good choice. Primo choice. I mean, they'd have a hard time getting there by themselves, but, you know, doesn't matter. Can a human go to the depths of the ocean? Not without assistance, and even then, they don't even get to the depths of the ocean. Nuh-uh-uh. They're stuck before a specific radius, at which point, if they go further, their bodies will collapse. And it makes it really hard to make proper protective equipment that can go even deeper, because the atmospheric pressure becomes just way ridiculous. Everything that a monk wants is on land. Who knows what's underwater? We could have Atlantis down there. Once land, now water could be Atlantis. I mean, that depends on the on what you want the computer to do. Transmit information? No, won't work. Be a good house to live in? Maybe. Be a sturdy metal plastic shelter? Maybe. I mean, that's still entertainment, right? Look at that. Look at that. That's a primo Italiano. Bruno. Get me squeeba out here. I don't know what I'm saying. Be very bad things. It's really weird that I enjoy crisp acid so much. Things like Pepsi and Coke, they're okay when they're warm, kind of. Not really. They get kind of gritty, grainy, eats your teeth. Oh yeah, man. I lost it a while back. Gotta be paying attention to these things, you know that? The last world I went into, I ended up finding a very big underground ravine thing, and then I died because I had a hard time jumping up. Well, I mean, that's not even that might be paying attention to the conversation, but you also gotta pay attention to the non-verbal context. Is it 2? I think it's 2. As long as I don't break the corners, they will never do the thing. Like, this is the opportune. Yeah, but so is video, visual, all that good things. You know, auditory can only bring you so far until you're blind. Kinda. My name is Earl! Oh my fucking god, that's what it was. Oh, that was plaguing me for at least a good half day. Oh. I was thinking of an early 2000s TV show. Earlier today, I was thinking of an early 2000s TV show. And I was like, okay, so what's the name of this TV show? I forget what it is. I mean, it had a similar naming sense to like Better Call Saul and stuff like that. It was an early 2000s show. It was called My Name is Earl. It was a good show. Then it got canceled. Apparently it wasn't a good enough show. But it was a good show. I can't believe it took me that long to remember the heckin' show's name. You know what? It scared me too. I didn't expect to be so intense about it. Snapperoonies. You, get away. I don't want ugly people in my area. I mean, technically if I properly enforced that, I wouldn't be allowed to be here, but get away. Like, I know what I am. I'm definitely not good, but I know what I am. That's not good. Invest in some headphones with that, apparently, guitar money you have. And that, with a pedal and boot. I guess a boot is a drummer thing, isn't it? I'm not 100% certain. I don't know what Come As You riff is. I feel like there's a musical tool called a boot that's very similar to a pedal. I could be thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of like a car boot, where it is used to stop people from driving their vehicles. Could very well. I mean, I got so much knowledge just burning in my head. It could really be. Look at that. That's a death ground for golems if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Let's put it like 8 blocks. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? What? What killed the dolphin? What killed the dolphin? Yeah. No, Give me a second, I want to search up... Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a car boot. Okay, I'm definitely judging from the fact that there doesn't seem to be something that is called a music boot or like a piano boot, and there is something called a car boot. I'm definitely thinking of a car boot. So let's bring this 4 blocks up. 3 blocks up. I mean, they walk here. Yeah. That's where the zombie will sit. As I was saying, I was clearly mistaken about the musical instrument. Goodness, this is becoming a chore to discuss. Now stop. No, I was on topic. I spoke something about a boot, and then I said, oh yeah, I guess I might be wrong. I could have been thinking of a car boot as opposed to a musical boot, which I might have been just calling a boot, but was instead actually called a pedal. No, like the pedals of a piano. You bastards ain't gonna be starting a fight, are you? I'm right there with the spray bottle. You start some shit, I'm gonna douse you both until you drown. Car boots are not cool. They're actually very bad. Nobody likes a car boot on their car. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of wool. Wool, thank you. 3 beds. Exactly. Best think twice before you start messing around. Oh my god. There are boots, like winter boots and hiking other boots like that. You know, that can be boots. But there's also a car boot, which is that yellow wheel lock that tow truck drivers and other municipal people will put on cars to impound them. A car boot is something that municipal drivers will put on cars to impound them. A trunk? I mean, a car has a trunk, sure, but... What? That's... Oh. Boot in like... That's such a weird situation. Oh, I don't like that. Which country are you from? What country are you from to get such weird slang? Not even... Yeah, that's slang. What I'm saying is the actual name of a tool that is used to impound a vehicle, and what you're saying is slang. Yeah. That would make sense. I keep forgetting that Australia is a thing and that they're full of insane people. always forget Australia's just absolutely knackered with insane people. So what about Canada? At least we have proper names for our items. I don't fucking know anymore, okay. I know I already lost the fight, but still. We get some glass. That would be good. Glass. Yeah, and you've never seen the snow before, so you know it just be how it be. It do how it do. You never ever seen snow, and we got maple syrup in our veins. What you gonna do about it, huh? That's good. That's good. Paper confetti does not count as snow. I'm kidding. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not kidding about that, but still. Bonk. I really do need to pick up glass now. Okay, so we've pretty much got things in place. I mean, I guess sand is the limiting factor. But in New Zealand? I hope that's New Zealand. I don't know much about the world, okay? Even if we do questionable things like, you know, injecting maple syrup directly into our bloodstream, we don't have poisonous frogs. So we have to do that to make the challenge. Yeah, no, we call girls boys at this point. Sorry. It's not a funny joke at all. It's just terrible. It's not funny. I don't know why I started laughing. Probably out of nervousness that I'm gonna be like straight murdered at some point. I actually got complained at by someone. I was making a joke about how women are quite often scaredy cats about things like rats and stuff like that. And there was two people around me. And one person got offended that I was making a joke about women and that they identify as a they, them, or whatever it is, and it's like, oh my golly gee gosh, I didn't know, and now I'm just never gonna talk to you because apparently I can't make a joke, you know? It was a very distressing moment. It's like, well, okay, good thing I know never to talk to you again. Look at that behemoth over there. Like, look at that nightmare of a thing. That structure. You know, it's pretty topical, the situation in the Russia and Ukraine. I keep looking at it, it's like, huh, you know, if America ever got mad and they decided that they wanted to take over Canada, that situation would be the exact same in Canada, you know? The world would be saying, no, no, stop it, please. No, you need to stop. And Canada would be dissolved. Canada would be completely annihilated by the American forces. And the rest of the world wouldn't be able to lift a finger, because if they really pushed the buttons, well, clearly, should anything happen to Canada, I know where I have to move. Okay? Just because you can, you know, what's it called? Just because you're advertising your country doesn't mean I already know, or I don't know that it's a place that has a higher wage than my house. But no, what was the thing about, yeah. Like, people already know that if America or Russia really tried to do anything, they couldn't properly fight back. Like, they couldn't intercede. Because if they did, they're just saying, hey, let's start a nuclear war, you know? I don't even know what an échec is. What's an échec? Now I have to search it up. Are they like hillbillies? What? I don't know. I don't know what an échec is. I saw it. I saw the pictures and it's like, that doesn't make sense. I'm getting like hillbilly vibes, but it's really hard to tell. Bonk, bonk. Food. 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 I need food. Always with the bread. But yeah, no, if America ever honestly tried to take over Canada or Mexico, they'd actually have an easier time than Russia. Russia is connected to the rest of Europe through the land. America, Canada, and Mexico are separated from all of their quote-unquote allies through, you know, the ocean. Like, it's a lot easier to defend oceanic borders, we learned that from Germany, than it is to defend land borders. We would die. If America ever said, you know what, Canada's looking mighty fine right now, I think I'm gonna take you home. Doesn't matter how many friends Canada's got, it's like, take her please, don't hurt us too. We would die. It's sad, but we would die. The worst thing is that I really don't know how patriotic Canadians are, right? Because maybe the Ukrainian people are fighting back because it's Russia specifically taking them over. Yeah, it'll be about as effective as an anti-bullying campaign. It'll be about as effective as an anti-bullying campaign. Wear a pink shirt to show your support for no more bullying and violence. We will get our children safe. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Your support against violence is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And no one shall ever be safe. Also, did you just call me Daddy? That's very strange. Don't do that. I am many things, but a daddy I am not. Most of them are not good things, but a daddy I am not. Oh yeah, Daddy Putin. Daddy Putin his wee wee in my willy. I could very well be killed. Could very well be killed for these jokes. We know the type of authoritarian government that Russia is. I could very well be killed for these jokes. That's what I need. Oh yeah, baby. Why do I have a hoe in my back pocket? That is a good question. Why do I have a hoe in my back pocket? Probably not. I mean, I'd definitely be okay with it. I mean, black jokes are always kind of funny. By black jokes, I don't mean, I know, right? By black jokes, I don't mean, racially black, but just, But, taboo jokes, that's what I mean by black jokes. You know, black subjects that people don't generally like talking about, and of course they're funny. They're always funny. I mean, sometimes they get a little bit over the top, but a joke like that's always funny. Well, almost always funny. I mean, if they go over the top, it's not. Yeah, no, I didn't mean race. I meant like taboo subjects. I see. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's you. Got it. I can't. I literally read "It's ya garlic" for some reason, and I read "It's ya garlic," and I was like, okay, I guess it's someone new named Garlic. What can you do, right? There are 2 of them now. Actually, is there 3 of them? Is he still down there? Is he still here? He's not still here. That's unfortunate. I wanted him to survive. You know, Daddy Putin's always gonna be mean. Isn't that right, Richard? I should put a sign up. That's what I need. Richard. I would kill you if I could. I could. I'm still not gonna kill you though. Sign. What is this? Richard Stahl? Is it Richard or is it Richard with an ERD? Alright, you do that. Have fun with that. Have a good night. Look at how innocent Richard is. He's just vibing. He's just vibing. Nice. All the glass is complete. Wish you could cook bread to make it better in this game. Make it give you more health back, because oh my goodness, bread does not give you anything, it seems. Look at that squid! He's just chilling out. Just hanging around, you know, being a squid. Imagine being a squid. Life would be so easy. Can't believe I did that. Okay. Because I need to use them for useful things. That's why there's 3 beds here. All 3 of them. All 3 of them will have purpose in my new world. Clear off this trash. Get this trash out of my way. Hey, you're welcome. You know me well enough that I do that constantly. Frequently and constantly. I need to go to the mines. Oh man, I have to go to a mine. Gross. I need deep slate, that's why. I guess I could have made an iron axe and not a stone one, or a wooden one. That would have been nice. Wouldn't have been a waste of sticks, but, you know, that kind of thing comes in afterward. To the mines I go. Actually, that is... Look at these mines. Look at these mines. Look at how dangerous this is. When I came down here, there was a mess of zombies. Like, they just never stopped. They wanted to eat my brains, if I was lucky. Who knows what they'd eat. I'm suffering inside. How you doing? How you doing, girl? It's ya. Hopefully enjoying life, hopefully not suffering entirely. I mean, it's okay, we've already had 2 people saying their lives are sucky, and it wasn't even me this time. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I am lost and confused. Lost in Translation, I've heard that's a good book. Well, I've had different people come on and chat with me. Like you're the first person to talk. I mean, you saw Slither there for a while. Let's go. Have you ever heard of the show My Name is Earl? Because it was a good TV show. That is lava. I didn't notice that before. It was a pretty entertaining TV show, you know. Straight comedy as far as I know. Really sad that it got shut down. Really sad. Kind of wish it would come back, but I mean, like, both the video style and probably the actors are either dead or too old. Maybe they'll do a reboot or something, I don't know. Oh, no, they didn't do a reboot. That kind of sad show would never come back. But no, it was a good show. Good show. Enjoyed the show. Well, it's like I need a lot more than this, don't I? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, you loser. You need a lot more than that. Good question. That is a question and a half. You know, I'm doing pretty good. Living the dream, you know, it's, people could say it's a nightmare, but I personally don't believe in nightmares, so it's a dream for me. No, that's not true. Honestly, it has been such a long time since I've had a proper nightmare, though. Like that's not a joke. Especially since what I consider a nightmare is vastly different than apparently what other people. I don't know if it's good, right? I mean, it's not bad. I mean, because I find that nightmares are just exciting dreams, right? And so I don't even know what I consider a nightmare. Maybe something where I wake up from a cold sweat, but even then, that's just an exciting dream. An energetic dream, you know? It's not really a nightmare. It's not something that will haunt me in my day life, right? I mean, I guess the only nightmare I had when I was younger was when I had my mother get murdered by ninjas and then I saw myself sleeping in the living room. Like, that might have made me a bit more paranoid about letting my mother go places without me, or for her being out late, and I started, like, it might have left a lasting scar on me temporarily when I was younger. But nowadays, I think unless it left a real scar on me mentally, it wouldn't be considered a nightmare, right? It would just be an exciting dream or a scary dream, and even if scary dream is just a little excitement, a little spice on your nightly commute, right? I mean, you can wake up from a cold sweat, you know, step up, take a 10-minute break, you know, cool down, and then go back to sleep like nothing ever happened. It's not like it's gonna stick with you and hurt you for, you know, repeated days, weeks, and months. At the very least, it won't stick with and hurt me. You know, I don't know how vivid or intense other people's nightmares could be, right? I'm not other people. And by God, am I happy that I'm not other people. But aside from that, you know, I'm pretty peppy. I'm a peppy little bastard. Iron. 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 And what was I thinking about? I was thinking about something. Yeah, I just bullshit. I'm the peppiest bastard you've seen. I mean, hell, the only reason I'm not peppy by quote unquote is because I work for a living. I mean, really, honestly. Like, you've seen me outside of work, I'm pretty peppy. Like, that time we went on a hike, I'm pretty sure I was the peppy bastard then. Didn't even have to be peppy, and I was a peppy bastard. You know, an energetic peppy bastard. Especially going back down. Like, I find that I'm pretty quiet and reserved, but I'm pretty, you know, bouncy peppy. Although, not so much when I'm reading. And since I've taken to reading, I'm not so much peppy often. That's because reading is good. Reading is good for you, it's good for your mind. And yeah, no, I don't know the average age of my audience, and honestly, I'm quite often afraid to ask. Because I could get very well disappointed. You know, if I find out that the people that watch me are like 30-year-olds or 20-year-olds and they have specific thought patterns that are younger, I would be very sad and creeped out and freaked out, and I don't really want to learn that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things in this world that are better left unknown, you know? And this is one of them. This is one of them, and I will leave it alone. Kind of. I mean, alone as much as I can, exactly, right? 2 more. That's 3, I think that's good enough. 3 of them. Bunk, 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 bunk. I'm okay with not getting the area devoid of water, but I want to get this area covered with the things it needs to be, right? Exactly. There we go. That. There we go. Perfect. Fuck. I don't like the footsteps. That is tomorrow, and it's going to be Pokemon. Some Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Let's take a quick nap, make it daytime. In truth, since I've beat Dying Light, I should do that plan I had with Dying Light and do the silent streams and see how that goes. But I don't know if I really want to do that too much. Okay, so 1 round. How's it go? That's gotta be all the things. Fall down. Lava. Signs. 2 down. That's gonna be where the floor is. Right? I think so. It'd be bad if there's like the water zombies show up here. And I can't wait to finish up this stream and have a nice click sandwich. You know, I don't like spam. I've never liked spam or anything like spam. I don't even like the off-brand versions of spam, but I do like click, which is ironically like an off-brand version of spam. And spam is actually, and the family of spam and click isn't actually that bad per se. I mean, it's got a bad rep, but it's actually often very good. I mean, they don't even take the bad parts of meat. They take pork and beef, grind it up, mix it together with like salt and, you know, other things like that, and they cook it. And it's actually really organically healthy because it was made for wartime preservation foods, right? And the recipes to make it are actually pretty snazzy. There's actually a lot of really weird old foods that are like that. Okay, so sign that. Eat. That. Sign. 2 bricks down. Half slabs on this floor. Things. And then this side. That's gonna take a hot minute to break. No, that was already hard enough to break, and doing it like that is pretty much like committing myself to drowning. Okay. That's gonna have the hoppers and the half slabs. Then it goes like this. That's enough information for now. We can work with that. And for this, we can actually probably just straight up line it all the way out this way. You only need 1 probably. First, I want this connected to the land, that's why. connected to the land, it makes it a bit easier to get back and forth. Because I don't really, once this is set up, I don't really need to come onto it ever again. If it's working, I can just leave it there. The thing I would have to do would be to come through the land bridge, or to come through the bridge to get stuff. And honestly, I could use this bridge to connect to other farms as well, right? It's not like it's just exclusive to this. It'll be exclusive to this for a good while, but I could use it to connect to other farms. Produce a rail system or something like that to have like a villager farm all the way over there and produce a rail system or something. That would be smart. Connected to like a farm that goes that way. The only off-putting part is that it's underwater, you know? And underwater anything is already a kick in the teeth. But you know what? This has been enough today. We did a lot, you know? We went underneath the ground, we found another cave, a big old cave. We cleared out the cave, we lit up the cave. And we did a lot of things in that cave. And what else did we do? Functionally nothing else. I mean, it was pretty much just cave, but we also did that. We talked about a bunch of things. We had scary creatures threaten us. Not actually, we didn't actually punch anyone. And you know what? We are doing pretty good. I have to end off here on a good note before it gets bad and then I feel sad and then I die, because that's how the game works. So you know what? Thank you all for coming and watching and joining us today. If you liked what you saw, have you just sent us mine? If you didn't, then oh well. Thank you so much, and have a great night.